The gang on Seinfeld was at one point the highest paid cast on TV. And with so many hilarious episodes, it's hard to argue that the ensemble, led by stand-up comedian Jerry, the neurotic George, cynical Elaine, and eccentric neighbor Kramer, didn't deserve millions per episode. So put on a puffy shirt, grab a loaf of babka, fire up a funky bass line, and let's get started. Here are the members of the Seinfeld cast ranked by net worth according to CelebrityNetWorth.com. Estelle Harris, $5 million. If you somehow missed actress Estelle Harris in her supporting role as George's mother on Seinfeld, you might recognize her memorable voice. She provides the voice of Mrs. Potato Head in the Toy Story films. Thanks to these roles, Estelle is worth $5 million. Number 7, Wayne Knight, $8 million. Hello, Newman. Jerry's nemesis is one of the most hilarious side characters on Seinfeld, and it wouldn't be the same without the performance of Wayne Knight. Seinfeld wasn't Knight's only big role in the 90s. He pops up in several classic films of the decade, including Jurassic Park and, of course, Space Jam. Over the course of his career, he's garnered a net worth of $8 million. Number 6, Jerry Stiller, $14 million. At the time of his death in 2020, comedy legend Jerry Stiller was a multi-millionaire worth $14 million. Jerry Stiller had a number of notable roles, and his days as a sitcom dad didn't end after playing Frank Costanza on Seinfeld. He was also a regular on King of Queens. And in real life, Stiller was the proud dad of fellow comedian Ben Stiller. Number 5, Michael Richards, $30 million. Now, Kramer might have struggled to get by with jobs like driving a tour bus full of muffin stems and working at H&H Bagels during a 10-year strike, but actor Michael Richards is sitting pretty with $30 million to his name. Number 4, Jason Alexander, $50 million. When Jason Alexander looks at his bank account, he surely feels a serenity now with a net worth of $50 million. Alexander is quite accomplished as the winner of both a Tony and a Grammy for his work on Broadway, and believe it or not, he never won an Emmy for his most iconic role. Number 3, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, $250 million. By contrast, what award hasn't Julia Louis-Dreyfus won? After winning once in 1996 for playing Elaine on Seinfeld, the former Saturday Night Live cast member went on to win 7 more acting Emmys, 1 for The New Adventures of Old Christine and 6 others for her role as Selena Meyer on Veep. The highly decorated actress is also the daughter of Gerard Louis-Dreyfus, former chair of the Louis-Dreyfus Company, who has an estimated net worth of $3.4 billion. But on her own, she's worth a respectable $250 million. Number 2, Larry David, $400 million. This Seinfeld co-creator took a few small roles on Seinfeld. He played George's lawyer and provided the voice of Steinbrenner, George Costanza's boss and owner of the Yankees. Although he departed the show after its 7th season, Larry David left a lasting impact. He based the character of George Costanza after himself and even returned to write the Seinfeld series finale. Between Seinfeld and his follow-up series, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David is doing pretty good financially with $400 million. Number 1, Jerry Seinfeld, $950 million. It should be no surprise that out of every star of Seinfeld, it's Jerry Seinfeld who has the highest net worth. Jerry decided to call it quits while Seinfeld was number 1 in the ratings. Since then, Seinfeld has returned to stand-up comedy, hung out with pals in Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, and of course, made B-Movie. Between all those projects, he's amassed a fortune just shy of $1 billion. For a guy who's always wondering what's the deal, he certainly knows how to make one. What's your favorite episode of Seinfeld? Let us know on Facebook and Twitter.